Welcome back, guys. It is time to try our Easy Thai shrimp soup. Jeremy, I know how hungry you are.
I am starving.
Well, we have had a lot of food today, guys, and this is piping hot. So let me go ahead and dish it up for us, and then we will let it cool for a minute. But it's lovely. Now, do you want me to leave the lime out of your bowl?
Please.
I think it looks good for presentation, though, don't you?
And that's plenty.
What?
That's plenty for me.
Oh,
that's mine.
You want me to take the lime out?
Sure, thank you.
Take the lime out of the coconut.
It smells delicious.
Okay. I think it's going to be delicious. Wait, you didn't even get a shrimp.
There's a shrimp in there? How dare you? Oh. I didn't see. I wasn't even looking.
No, I think there's.
I didn't even see.
I think there's 3 shrimps now.
Now, here's one thing we're adding that's not going to be. Thank you, producer Jake. That's not Thai is tortilla chips.
Oh yeah, no. Well, we mix it all up.
It's
okay. I'm gonna let this cool down. Now, I would say the longer this sits, the you know, the better it would be. But also,
man, I wish I had a stool. I want to sit down. I am burning up today.
Well, I know you've been saying that. What's the deal?
I don't know.
What in the world is happening? Okay, I'm just gonna let that cool. But it's got the pretty colors.
No, it's beautifully colored.
Yeah. So we'll let that. Jeremy, have you been unplugged?
I don't know what's wrong. I was like, I think cooking over the hot stove has made me hot.
Oh, I hear what you're saying.
And then it just like, it drains you.
I hear what you're saying. Well, hey, good news is you only got about 8 more minutes to go, or 7. And then you can rest, okay?
Yes.
All right, so while this is cooling, we wanted to talk a little bit more about our weekend. Scott Baio was in town. Friday night, I went to see the show. It was very interesting. Did you know he had a recording career?
Vaguely, I couldn't tell you anything he's saying, but I remember my mom.
She was a fan?
Yes.
I could not, this is something I didn't even know. He put out several albums. So this is what this is what they do. They create. So he became a big star, and then he did Joni Loves Chachi. They did date for a while. Then she got mad at him because he was young. He was interested in other girls too.
Well, yeah.
So he said never date your co-host. Don't ever do that. But it was so interesting to hear about his life. He grew up in Brooklyn, New York, so went there to LA. But I was just going to say that, yes. So they said, do you sing? And he said, no. They said, yes, you do. All right. Yes. So he's performing. There's pictures of him performing in front of thousands of people. That would scare me to death if I didn't really do what they were asking me to do. And he's out there, and I asked him, because he's playing guitar, I said, do you really play guitar? He said, well, I can chord, you know, but
wow.
Like on stage, you know, he was like, no, I don't sing. He keeps saying, I don't sing, but he had albums out, so.
That's what they did with the Brady Bunch. They're like, can y'all sing?
No.
You do now.
Well, you're going to do it now. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly.
It's so interesting because then you have a whole nother market and that sort of thing.
And then you know what's odd too, speaking that how that just. So then the Partridge Family was there, but really the main guy was the only one who sang live.
Yeah, David Cassidy.
David Cassidy.
Yeah.
Even though Shirley Jones could sing.
Yeah.
But all the backup vocals are all like studio singers.
Exactly.
But all the other people up there.
And they're
I
faking.
woke up in love this morning. I woke up in love this morning.
Went to sleep with you on my mind.
You know more than I do, but yes.
I love the album. This is so great. But then you've got all those kids, you know, faking playing drums.
That little boy in the back going.
You know, it's so great.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was interesting to me.
And very fascinating.
Very interesting to me. And he did talk about Charles in Charge and that whole thing.
I love Charles.
Yeah, I knew you did.
Let me just give you a little snippet of this.
Do it.
Does this sound familiar?
Okay.
The new boy in the neighborhood lives downstairs and it's understood. He's there just to take good care of me, like he's one of the family. Charles in charge of our days and our nights. Bump-a-dum-bump-bump. Is that not a great theme song?
That is. But
and it goes on.
Didn't they do the greatest thing? Where are those writers for today's shows?
Thank you, because you know what that theme song did? It set up the show every week.
It does.
He lived. What?
By the way, producer Charles is up here head bobbing.
Oh, Charles in
Charge. Now,
Charles
Jeff Cotner, if you can pull up that theme song, I'll be eating this Thai soup bopping my head. Because it goes on a little bit longer, but it's set up like, you know, he's a college student, being a nanny to help have money for college.
Yeah.
So he lives downstairs, he takes care of the 3 kids, and all the hijinks ensue.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. So great.
Just saying.
Okay, this is still
Get in there.
This is still a little bit warm. Yeah, so interesting story of his life. Then he came back Saturday. I do believe he's going to come back to Branson. So guys, if you get a chance to see him next time he's in, you know what? I want to just say, I thought about this because the only thing I salted really was the shrimp.
How do you do
So
this?
it does. Oh, it's ready.
There it is. It's ready.
So it needs a little salt.
I only tasted 1 shrimp, but I could tell it needed salt. you want that too?
Oh boy, does
Yeah.
it need salt.
That's the big how do you do.
Now let me ask you something.
Yes.
I don't think I taste that curry.
You know what? It's subtle.
Huh?
It's subtle.
It is, and you put a lot in.
I put heaping tablespoons,
Mm-hmm.
guys. Heaping. No, I do. I was expecting more of that curry flavor as well. But you know, I do at home when I'm making a curry dish. I always like quadruple the curry because I love the curry taste.
Yeah,
of
well,
it.
I hadn't tasted it by itself, so I didn't know
Yeah.
what it was going to add to the dish.
Goodness gracious.
See, guys, that's what salt does. It just brings all the flavors out. That is much better. But I still feel, yeah, I added quite a bit.
I am not. I'll be honest. I'm just not a fan at the moment. I don't know why.
It's because you're not hungry.
I'm not.
At all.
Well, also too. You made a very good point. If it's going to be curry, I want more of a curry taste.
Well, put some more in there.
You want me to put more
Yeah,
paste in
put
there?
some more in there.
Let me try the more paste.
Here.
Is there an extra spoon? There we go.
Yeah, let's just-
I just love curry.
Let's
That's all
just
I'm saying.
load you up. Is that
Load-
enough?
That's plenty, yes.
Okay.
Let me just stir that in there.
All right. I want to taste it off the spoon because I don't even know what it tastes like.
I just love me some curry. Is it better by itself or no? Or is it bland? What do you think? Where's that face? What
I
are you
don't
thinking?
know. It's not what I expected. Here, you try a little bit by itself.
You're right. It's not what I expected.
No, it's
that?
not.
That's
I don't
not
know. Interesting. Now, can I just be honest about this soup? I feel like it definitely needed more salt, but I feel like, and when I was looking at the ingredients, and maybe it's just because it's just done, and the flavors need to kind of come together.
Yeah, I think.
I think that would help. Yeah, but when I was looking at these, I wondered, and why there weren't more spices. But let me tell you one thing we didn't add earlier that I added later, and that was some ginger.
Oh, ginger, yes.
1 tablespoon of grated ginger. So I think if it sits longer, that we will taste more of the flavors.
Hold on.
That's the problem with doing the TV stuff because it gets better as it sits.
Keep talking.
What
Cal.
you doing?
I've got to get myself a chair. I got to get myself
Are
a chair.
you
I am serious.
kidding me?
I'm sorry, Cal.
Oh my goodness.
I am so sorry. Let me move
Okay.
this. I'm getting myself a chair.
Okay, pardon. Oh, somebody's hairspray.
Pardon
here.
me.
Okay.
Oh, somebody's hairspray.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's all good. I'll be right back.
I'm just saying, guys. Listen,
I want
we
to
got
tell
to
you
keep it
something,
real.
Jeremy. I am worried about you right now.
I know. I'm worried about
Here's
myself.
what I want to say. We both had a very busy weekend.
My body's
you
worn
at the
out.
craft fair, and then
Yes.
Saturday night, Friday night I was busy, Sunday I was busy. I feel like that you're having some adrenal issues.
I agree.
I think most of America does because we're always on the go. So, are you okay?
Yeah, I needed to sit down, and I know
Okay.
my body.
This is something. Now, here's the thing.
And you know me, I never sit down.
No, you don't.
I've done
This
it
is-
one time. Remember over
This is
there.
what's making me worried about you.
I
So,
know.
you need to get more rest
I do.
and drink more water.
I do.
Okay. I need
I
to prescribe that for myself.
I
too.
agree with you 1,000%.
I'm
It's like-
trying.
It's like if I stand up 1 second longer, I'm gonna fall.
Jeremy,
And guys, we keep it real with you.
we
Ain't gonna
do-
lie to you.
Okay.
Ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh my goodness, guys! Wow. Okay. Easy Thai shrimp soup. Need a little bit more salt, but other than that, I think it's going to be okay as it sits here. It's starting to grow on me. It's a manic Monday, guys.
Now I'm turning delirious, Kelly.
Oh, yeah. It's coming on. Too bad we can't do another show. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Ozarks Fox and have
Can
a
I feed you?
marvelous Monday.